Are you kidding me? Okay. I am beginning to be not a fan of this packing job, honestly. Too much. All right. Well, let's dig into one of these, shall we? This is quite the packing job here. This guy did not have a lack of tape in his possession. So this may get a little questionable. I don't know how I'm going to pull this off, and I maybe should have attempted some ahead of time so I don't waste everyone's time with you guys watching me with this knife. Oh, come on, baby. I'll probably speed some of this up. Oh. Wow. May have to do a jump cut here, too. Interesting packing job here. Okay. I took a minute to make it a little easier. Here we go. Ready for the reveal? I think I do remember what this is, and this is an NES game by the size of it. I've been after this one for a while now. I remember. Okay. Alright. Uh-oh. I don't know what that means. You guys ready? There it is. Power Blade. It's a good looking copy. There's one minor issue that I got here. You can see with the angle. Tape. I'm not going to mess with that now. But I was able to get a fairly decent discount on this cartridge because of that. So, been after this one a while. Traded some stuff to have some cash on hand to pick it up. All right, moving on. Let's go with some stuff that's unwrapped already. This one I already opened, but I was on eBay checking things out like a gamer does. And I usually don't shop for Super Nintendo games much. I am a Genesis guy first, as far as 16-bit, and I'm also a huge NES fan. So those are kind of where I gravitate towards. But I am a huge fan of action platformers, good action platformers, even mascot platformers. And a series that I never played growing up was Adventure Island. And I've enjoyed the NES games. And so I came across this copy. You know, it's not perfect. But I came across this copy of Super Adventure Island for I think it was $30. And, you know, that's a respectable price for a cardboard boxed Super Nintendo game. So I was pretty happy to get that. So this is a game I'm definitely... Ooh. 1, 2, 3 Gamer Man, anybody? Huh? You want that? I'll send it to you. Oh yeah, this cartridge is in really good shape. No two-tone on the top or anything. So anyway, this is a series. Oh, no insert or manual, but that's okay. We'll get that completed someday. And I'll just throw this in a box protector. It'll look nice. So that's a series I wanted to check out more. You know, it's similar to your Ghosts and Goblins or Ghouls and Ghosts or, games like that. And along those same lines, I think of as very similar type games is Joe and Mac. And this is a copy of the Retro-Bit re-release of, I think there's 3 games on here. Yeah, Joe and Mac, Congo Caper, and Joe and Mac 2. And this is, of course, sealed with a hang tab even, nonetheless. Who knew I could get a hang tab brand new SNES game in 2023? Usually with hang tabs you think of none other than Sega. So very cool. I'm excited to have that. And I got that for an absolute steal of a deal from a friend of mine. Okay, this looks like it's the same seller as the first package. And I do remember what I bought. I was after that Power Blade copy. And one little tip here that I'll give about eBay while I struggle to get this open is if I come across a reasonably priced item that I'm happy with, that I, whoops, shook the camera even, that I'm after and come across, through the search, and I find an item I want and I'm going to buy, I always check the other items that seller is offering. And this one was no different. I had committed to buy Power Blade, and I was like, I'll see what else he has. And usually it's, nothing that you want or anything. But in this case, I came across something quite interesting for an excellent price. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Or any further. Keep the suspense going. I need a sip of coffee. It's getting cold. That is good. Okay. All right. Yeah. This is some interesting paper this guy's used. All right. So, anyway, I secured the Power Blade, and then I was perusing this guy's other items, and I came across this, and I was like, wait a minute. If I'm not mistaken, this thing is usually very costly, expensive, sought after, and almost a necessity for the game that it goes for. Alright, here it is. This is a Nintendo Power, September-October 88, and it is the infamous holding of Dracula's head issue. And it features 14 pages of gory details for Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. That game gets a lot of dirt, a lot of hate, but it also has its fans. There is a cult following of that game, no doubt. But everybody says the best way to experience it is to know where you're going and what you're doing by busting out the Nintendo Power that goes with it. And see we got a big fold-out map here. I mean, look at this. Look at this map. So, I'm super excited, and I'm old school. You guys should know that by now. I'm old school. I like to just sit down, grab a cup of coffee, hang out in my basement with my CRT, and grab a Nintendo Power for a guide or a map. This thing's in great shape. So, I'm super excited. This thing can command like upwards of 80, 90, 100 bucks sometimes I've seen it. And this was in the $20 range for me. So I was super excited when I saw that. And it's almost like I planned it. We're going to segue into... Look at this. Speaking of Castlevania 2, over the Christmas break, I picked up a copy of... This always makes me nervous. I don't like doing this. Especially on camera, it makes me nervous. Of vinyl release. Once again through Mondo. Which I think I talked about Mondo when I picked up Castlevania 3 last month. Of Simon's Quest music. So this has some fantastic music. I mean, all the Castlevanias really have amazing music. And look at some of this artwork. Oh man, I keep bumping the camera. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to show you guys how the actual vinyl looks. Alright. Here we go. And these gatefolds are always fantastic. Does that map look familiar like the one we just saw? Alright. This particular one is a 10-inch. And the color is not great. It's not like some cool red or green color or something. It's kind of this muddy blue. But so there you can see the size difference. Oh, this one's a little smaller. So I'm excited about that. And I don't really care either way, 10 inch or 12 inch. So, but it's kind of cool that it's a little something different, and it actually matches. I don't know why all three of them didn't match, but it actually matches my Castlevania 1 LP. So I've got matching 10 inch Castlevania 1 and 2, and then I've got the full 12 inch Castlevania 3 on vinyl. So I've got the trilogy. I'm super excited to have the trilogy. So that's cool stuff. So as you guys can see, I've got a really cool light up Sega sign that my buddy Megabuster Retro, I will link to his channel and his Etsy store. He is a 3D printing wizard. So he does all kinds of cool 3D printed stuff. You've seen previously on my channel some other stuff that he's done, some cartridge holders, some other holders. He makes holders for a variety of systems. But he's recently gotten into the light game. So this is a light up 3D printed sign that plugs in just straight with a USB. It's got a little cord there. It even has a push button I can turn on and off. So that is a really cool addition that I'm excited to get settled in the game room here. This one's nothing too exciting, but it's a classic. Gold, gotta love gold. Look at this. Wow, look at the condition on this thing. I, for whatever reason, have never owned a copy of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. And I've never played it either. So add that to my never-ending backlog. So yeah, had to show that off because it's gold and really shiny. So, as I mentioned, the 16-bit world, I am a Sega collector first, followed by Super Nintendo and TurboGrafx, or PC Engine. Now, one more thing I mentioned was I liked action platformers. Favorite genre, far and beyond. Followed closely by run and gun. And then after that, shooters, or shoot 'em ups, or shmups. Or like Contra, thank you Dad Racer, foot shmup. Yeah, I love that. That's kind of a funny thing. Alright, so cream of the crop is Disney and Sega. Right? They had Lion King's cool. Aladdin is fantastic. One of the best Sega games made, Aladdin for Sega Genesis. But they also had a ton of fantastic, awesome platformers in the Mickey Mouse universe. Castle of Illusion, Land of Illusion, Legend of Illusion, World of Illusion, all those Illusion games. Quackshot is one I highlighted in my collection a while back. But one I was missing that I really, really wanted to pick up was Mickey Mania. So this one, and of course, look at this hang tab, guys. My goodness, look at that thing. That is something else. Okay. Unfortunately, no manual. And this cartridge, well, at least the cartridge is put in correctly. I mean, some savages out there do this. Yikes. Anyways, this cartridge kind of bothers me. I think it's this style label and artwork is always dark and dingy. Doesn't look the best. But anyway, this game is a spectacle. This game has some wonderful looking visuals and fun levels, and I'm so excited to have it in my collection and to try it out and play a bunch of it. And yeah, I'm just excited to have that one. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate the patience of getting through all those packages. Until next time, peace out.
paper bags did they use? Seriously, what is this? You ever wonder how many millions of these are out there?
It's like a bubble wrap sandwich. Oh yeah.
Famicom.